Hello friends, Ken here coming to you from Louisville Armory, Louisville, Kentucky. Gorgeous day here in the Commonwealth, getting ready to go to work. Also, we will be conducting a concealed carry class today. Earlier this week, a local news station stopped in and they had a question. The question was, ever since permits have been issued here in the Commonwealth, going back to the 1990s, a lot of people will take the class, pay for the permit, and never go pick it up. They thought it was just a recent phenomenon, but this has been going on for decades now. And their question was, why is it that people would go to all the trouble to get the training and pay for it and not pick it up? Well, two things come to mind. Number one, a very practical reason. Downtown Louisville is not visitor friendly, and it's not friendly to the people who live here. Parking's bad. There's always road construction. There's always a road closed down, and it's a real pain just to. And the sheriff's office is in the old fiscal court building, 531. But it's not easy. It's not convenient unless you have to be there and work there. Most people from Jefferson County stay away from downtown like the plague, unless it's maybe thunder over Louisville or something like that. But the other thing is this, and I have found this out from personal experience, talking to others who also do this class like I do, is that people just aren't serious about firearms and self-defense. Even though they may own a gun, and even though they may get the permit, the very fact of the matter that they choose not to go down and get it shows that having that permit, and when it was necessary, was not a priority for people. Statistically, concealed carry holders only carry their firearm 15% of the time. Not like myself or my friends, we carry all the time, but most people don't. Even the latest shooting that took place, unfortunately, in El Paso, there were people in that crowd at that Walmart that had the ability to carry concealed, but they just didn't that day. I guarantee you they're going to carry from now on. One of the reasons is carrying a gun's uncomfortable. It is not. It is one of the most uncomfortable things you'll ever do. You have to get used to it. But it's comforting. That's why you have it. That's why I have it. I've been a first responder. I've been involved with law enforcement most of my adult life. I can tell you that evil exists, and I want to be prepared for it should it ever take place. I have a fire extinguisher in my home and in my vehicle. Never had a fire, but if something happens, I want to be prepared. I've carried a gun my entire adult life. Never had to use it. But if I have to have it, I want to have it when I need it. Friends, so people are going to call and say, hey, I'm serious. No, you're not. You're not serious if, number one, you only carry 15% of the time because you're thinking that, well, I'm going to go to a certain part of town or the state or whatever. It's dangerous there, so I'm going to carry. Or I'm going to go out of state, so I want to have it just in case. But for the most part, if you only carry 15% of the time, you're not serious about your self-defense, or you're living in a Pollyanna type of world, thinking that it can never happen and it won't happen to you. The other thing is you need to get some training. And you can get that permit. You don't even need the permit now with constitutional carry, but friends, you need training. You know what? Maybe it's a good thing maybe people left their permits downtown at the sheriff's office. I know it's a pain for them, but you want to know something? If you're not that serious about going to get your permit, then chances are you're not really serious about carrying. If you're not serious about carrying, you're not serious about training. And then I seriously don't want you out in public with a firearm should you ever pull it, because then I'm going to be worried about you and the threat. This is Ken. If possible, live at peace with all men. But if not, prepare to defend yourselves and get some training. See ya.